What's good, everybody? It's Andrew coming back at you with another episode of the Jaguar podcast. And this Tuesday was the NFL trade deadline, and the Jaguars acquired Atlanta Falcons wide receiver Calvin Ridley for it was an exchange for a 2023 fifth round pick and then a 2024 second round pick. And that I think is conditional on Ridley's reinstatement. And as you all know, last year he was suspended indefinitely for gambling on an NFL football game. So, is this a cool move or a fool move for the Jaguars? My answer is I don't know. I'm very unsure of this. I mean, I think the compensation is definitely good, and I applaud the Jaguars for being aggressive, before the deadline and making that decision. But the issue is really he's suspended indefinitely. So we don't know when he's ever really going to come back. I mean, he could technically never be reinstated by the NFL. So, in that sense, it's pointless, right? There's the other issue that he's not going to have any impact this year. Now, does that really matter this season? I think is pretty much gone. Hate to be negative, but I think it's a wash at this point. So, a lot of draft talk has already started up in usual Jaguars fashion, but there's no doubt that Calvin Ridley is just an amazing route runner and amazing talent, and would help Trevor Lawrence or any other quarterback at the helm for the Jaguars. So, that you can't really even debate. So I like that aspect of the deal. I just don't like that, he's not going to have an impact this season or potentially next season if he doesn't get reinstated. Another issue too is that he'll be away from football for 2 years. So will he be in shape? Will that affect his durability? Because he'll be getting older. That may play into it as well. So those are some concerns that I have. But from a pure talent perspective, I like this because it just makes the Jaguars wide receiver room better. Um, Another, you can look at it in another way though too, and this is, I apologize, a little negative, but Trevor has really been a concern the last couple games, really this season actually. He's airmailing the ball, he's throwing ducks, he's throwing picks. He doesn't look like he's really improving. Like in the mechanics issues concern me. I mean, he's kind of giving me Blake Bortles vibes right now, and that's not good, especially not from a number one pick. So does it even really matter that he has Calvin Ridley, or let's just say if he had Devonte Adams? I don't think it would matter because you can't get the ball to him. It's irrelevant, right? It's pointless. It's not going to have any impact. You have to be able to make those throws. I mean, and he's not making throws, guys. I mean, he can't hit a 10-yard out route. I mean, he's not hitting short, you know, routes. I mean, he's hitting receivers on the wrong side. There was a play I mentioned in the last video where Marvin Jones Jr. was wide open. He threw to the wrong side of Marvin Jones Jr. and it was an incomplete. It just doesn't seem like he's on the same page with his wide receivers. He's airmailing the ball. He's throwing ducks. It's just not good. So he's got to fix those issues. And if he doesn't, this trade doesn't matter, to me. It really doesn't. It's not going to because, he can't get the ball there. So who knows? The Jags may draft a quarterback this upcoming draft here in 2023. I think they should. I honestly think they should, to put pressure on Trevor Lawrence, because I think it's only fair, right? I mean, he's coming into his third year. He's got to perform. It's do or die at this point. So if I were the Jaguars, I wouldn't draft another wide receiver. I would just draft a quarterback because, you know, at least you can hedge. You can put some pressure on Trevor Lawrence to force him to make those changes so that, the Jags can start winning some games because, yeah, I mean, it's Jags fans deserve better too, man. Like this is ridiculous. Like I can't believe how fast this season got away from us. And it looks like we're going to be, potential drafting, potentially number one again for the third consecutive year in a row. So that's not a good look. Uh, Shad Khan's got to do better. Doug Peterson's got to do better. The whole Jags coaching staff has to do better. But I think if Calvin Ridley gets reinstated, um, and Trevor can fix his mechanics issues, this could be really good for the Jaguars. So there's a lot of ifs. I'm a little iffy on this trade deal, but I like the compensation. I think it's good. I applaud the Jaguars again for being aggressive, and I hope this one pans out. I think it could potentially, and hopefully Trevor can fix his mechanics issues. But you guys let me know how you feel about this trade deal. Do you feel like the Jaguars did a great job or did they do a bad one? Leave me a comment in the YouTube video or podcast episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, smash the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my work. You guys have a good one. Stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy. Go Jags, and I'll see you next time.
Duval! What's up, everybody? It's Andrew from the Jaguar Podcast. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, there's more content over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as always. And remember, this is a podcast, so you can find this pretty much wherever you find podcasts. There I'll be doing interviews of current and former Jaguars players, including Joe Schobert, DeJuan Smoot, Shaq Quarterman, etc. And I also do interviews of former Jaguars players, including Natron Means, Jimmy Smith, Tom McManus, etc. So be sure to check out the podcast, subscribe to it, stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy, go Jags, and I'll see you next time.